today's focus on failed marriages, failed relationships, and this is a big issue which happens daily, and we're just going to talk about it. Recently, you have been through a lot because your marriage has been dissolved, and we're going to talk about that today. It wouldn't be easy, but so how are you doing today?
Well, I am doing a lot better than the last time we spoke. Yes, the marriage has been solved. Kudos to me. I don't want to say that it is a bad thing or a good thing at this time, but for me, it has been a journey, and a journey that was to be taken for a while. So just let's go from the beginning.
Right. So tell us about the ups, where you guys met.
Okay. So we met in the supermarket.
Short summary.
Short summary in the supermarket, and that nigga gave me his number about 6 times before I decided to call.
Woo.
So then I decided to call after I was at the end of my previous relationship before the marriage. So we dated for about 2 years or so, and then we got married. I went into the marriage with 2 kids from my previous relationship. And
How old were those?
They were small infants. They were in infant stage at that time. And then I had 2 kids then from the marriage.
So you met this guy while you, a young lady, had 2 small children. And how was that for him?
Well, at first that was okay. As I said, I met him. We courted for about 2 years, and then we got married.
So was it like love at first sight?
Well, for me, it wasn't love at first sight for me, but for him it was love at first sight. Meeting a young lady, good looking, men are seeing beings, so that was just a thrill for him. So we dated, and then we got married. For me, it was more of stability, and meeting a gentleman that knew what he wanted in life. He was more established, and security. Security is very important, especially for a lady that has kids. So for me, at that time, it was the right thing to do. You already have the kids, and you find that this man that is willing. So go ahead. He wants to marry you, marry him. So we got married, and we tried to raise the kids from ages 3, 4, and 1.
So was he playing a father role?
Going into the marriage, as I said, because the 2 older children were outside kids, he was supposed to basically take up the father role. But the children's father still used to play a minimum part, whereas he would come around and visit. But financially, he was not that stable. So based on that, they would have little issues in marriage because, people have different mindsets on being there financially and being there physically just to visit a child. But as a mother, sometimes we mothers don't see it that way, because if the father can't provide, we as mothers, we woman up, as I would say, do what we have to do for these kids, regardless. But in saying that, for men, I find that once the kids are not theirs, it's like, those are your kids. These are my kids. In a marriage, that should never be.
Agree.
And ladies always sit back and say, those are not his, but still, and try to rationalize and justify all the wrongdoings based on that, which is wrong. And I did that myself. I would substitute for his shortcomings and say, well, yeah, the kids are his, but no, you married me.
So they are yours.
So technically speaking, legally speaking, you married into that with kids. At the beginning, yes, you could see signs that there's potential problems based on the fact that the two children are outsiders, as people would say, outside children. But still, you want to be optimistic. And you know, you meet this man that all Prince Charming, and he like you, and he treating you good. Mind you, he treating you good, right? And just you get settled, you get comfortable, and little things that you don't pay attention to are suddenly big things. So, you know, as I say, you're raising the kids, you're going to work. And then the Prince Charming suddenly becomes a toad.
I was about to say frog.
So this Prince Charming now realize you like to work, you can pick up for the shortcomings, right? So yeah, let her do it. Pick up for the shortcomings, because she's picking up for the shortcomings for the father that ain't there already. So it makes sense now. Let her pick up for all the shortcomings for both. Yeah. So basically then 5-6 years gone down the line, and you're realizing, wow, you're doing everything. But you're in this marriage because I would think that you just want to be married. Because it's all fairy tale, backyard, Cinderella story to be married. And then people on the outside looking in and saying, oh, you look so lovely. But they know the things that you're enduring on the inside based on
just for security.
So in saying that, then you start to see different signs. As the kids grew older, then you realize that they separated, and all you try to put them back together, they're still separated. When you come causing that separation, division, exactly. And you would say, you know, when you have an animal when you come home from work and the animal knows you for the first time, kids that 7 and 8 and 9 that grew up with a man for all their life, basically all their life. When you come home, it's like their saving grace has no come. So it's like they cling to you, but you're just looking at it as they really miss you for the day. You're really thinking that they're comfortable because you're expecting that they're so loved in this close family. You ain't seeing nothing going on, right? So you're telling yourself, well, yeah, everything's good. It's just that they're happy to see you when you come home. But really and truly, the kids unhappy. And then too, I said, most children are being abused, or not, and abuse is not only physically, mentally abused. They would retaliate, lash out, show signs. But for me, my kids would just be quiet. They won't say anything. They would be happy in my eyesight. And when they go out, they're happy. But then when I am not home, it's a difference. But as I said, I didn't know that. A situation always brings light to a scenario. So in saying that, then, you know, the kids were being raised by my so-to-be ex-husband for about 8-9 years, which you would say that's a long time to not realize. But there were signs. They were signs. And I want ladies to know, when you're going to meet a man, the same way how you research to buy a car, to get a mortgage, research. They are signs. Families, the way how they treat their family, the way how their family relate. Communication is key. And when you meet someone and you see those things, run. It doesn't make sense because the stability doesn't bring the happiness to the home. So as I say, for me, 9 years down the road, then you realize your son is 14 and grew up with a man all his life, and they don't have a relationship that your son don't even want to call his name. At 2 years old, you grew up with some person, even if you ain't calling him the daddy, they got a relationship, right? Because 2 years old is a toddler, so they don't really know mommy, daddy. You grew up with that person, so there should be a better relationship. So all that should have been signs for me. But as I said, the kids acted happy. They didn't show any signs. The schoolwork was good. They weren't physically abused. So there wasn't nothing to literally show me. It's just that they were quiet, and they were always quiet. So the quietness was not a sign for me, right? The quietness was for me that they were always quiet. So